You are listening to Paycheck and Red.
It's definitely inappropriate.
It's not your mom and dad's podcast.
Unless your mom's into butt stuff, and your dad is too.
Just two good old boys talking about shit we're not supposed to. Fuck PC, fuck what your mama says.
We talk about it so you don't have to.
So sit back and enjoy.
You bunch of degenerates.
Three, two, one. Good morning, students. This is your principal, Dr. Dick Sweats. Wait a minute. Fuck that. I'm not feeling that at all. Y'all some dirty motherfuckers. This school is a mess. Y'all don't give a shit about nothing over here. Y'all shit on the floor, in the bathroom. There are spitballs all over the ceiling tile. Trash every damn where. Y'all's lockers look like shit. Y'all don't care about this damn school. And I don't either. So fuck you and this school. Except for Mr. Percy Jewse. That's my man. And here he is with today's lunch menu.
Thank you, Principal Sweats. Good morning, students. Unfortunately, boys and girls, due to the lunch ladies passing crabs back and forth, we will not be serving hot trays today. But instead, we will be serving everyone's favorite, bagged lunch, with PB&J, a banana, and a Rice Krispie treat. And no, students, it is not seafood day in the lunchroom. Go fighting cocks!
This is an inappropriate comedy podcast. We talk about it, so you don't have to. I'm Paycheck, and as always, I'm with my best friend Red.
What's up, party people? This episode is brought to you by Dollar Blaze Club. Check them out over there at dollarblazeclub.com and use promo code CWPR25 to save 25% off your order. They got pre-roll cones, lighters, stash boxes, stickers, the whole nine, man. Check it out. It's good shit. If you smoke, dollarblazeclub.com. What's up, Paycheck?
I'm actually coming over the ass end of this cold. It's kicked my ass for like a week now. But I'm on the ass end of it now, so everything should be good.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm excited about this episode. Let's just get right into it. What the fuck's going on?
Man, it's been a trying couple years, man. We've been a podcast for almost 2 years now, I think. What did we decide, like the end of March, right?
Yeah, but wait a minute. Don't forget, tell them about how this is the wrap-up show, if you will.
Yeah, well, yeah, I jumped the gun a little bit. This is the last recorded episode of Season 4 for Paycheck and Red. We got some big shit coming up. We got a surprise for y'all for the last episode, which will be the next episode.
4 seasons. We're 4 seasons in right now.
4 seasons in. That's 2 seasons a year, man. Like it's worked out perfectly. Like it's come around full circle. We got 4 seasons in the books almost. We're coming up on 2 years next month. So it's all worked out. It's all falling into line. You know what I mean? Like we're reaching our 2-year podcast anniversary on the end of our 4th season. So yeah, man. Like, we come a long way, bro.
Let's take a trip down memory lane. So in the beginning, it was Red was into podcasts and I was into YouTube, and I was talking to him about starting a YouTube channel, and he was talking about starting a podcast. And I really didn't listen to podcasts. I was just YouTube really. And so we started off, I went with Red's idea and went with podcasts, and it's grown. We had some audio, video issues.
Yeah, to say the least.
Our first couple of episodes suck. I hate them. I can't even go back and listen to them. I'll try to listen to them, but like the intro, like when we first get started, is super awkward to me, where I'm like,
Yeah, dude, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. I mean, I still barely know what I'm doing, but I'm a little bit more comfortable behind the microphone now. That's for sure.
Well, I think we're able to have fun now. as opposed to when we were starting off. We were still trying to figure out the order of things and the flow. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but I think it was Anchor, right? We started off on Anchor.
Yep. We started off hosting on Anchor. Yep.
And we actually recorded everything on our cell phones.
Oh, you do. We ran this whole entire podcast on our cell phones for about 8-9 months, maybe.
Yeah, at least.
At least, yeah. The audio was terrible. The quality was terrible. The content was fucking terrible. Like, everything about it was bad, dude. I mean, I like to keep it on. I like to keep it up for the public to listen to it, just to see where we came from and how we've evolved. You know what I mean? But for the most part, dude, because we put it out and we can talk shit about it, which anybody can talk shit about it because we have the right to. It was fucking horrible. Like, it was bad, like real bad.
Yeah, I think the awkwardness and the uncomfortableness, that's the part that's hard for me. You got to find a flow, you know what I mean? But the whole cell phone, then it went to we got us some equipment, some tuners and some mics and stuff, and that kind of changed the game for us. We were able to play around with everything a lot more once we got on laptops and tuners and shit.
Absolutely. Now, what is your old school ass calling a tuner?
Or a mixer or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. That's old school right there. Let's say I got a tuner.
Yeah, well, I'm not the mechanically inclined one or the electronically inclined. That's Red. He tells me he sends me what he wants me to have, and we go from there.
Yeah, but in the middle of all that, we had a YouTube channel, and we put out all of our audio episodes in video form, which was just creating video slideshows of all of our graphics and stuff like that incorporated into our audio, and we created a YouTube channel. I think currently we have somewhere upwards of the number of like 85 videos on YouTube now.
And the newer ones are getting up to 2,000 views.
Yeah, like in the last few months, we've seen an influx of subscribers and views on our episodes and shit, and we really appreciate it. We still can't figure out, a YouTube algorithm or how it all works. We're just going with the flow at this point, but we appreciate every one of y'all that subscribe and that watch our YouTube videos. We appreciate everybody that listens to us in podcast form. You know what I mean? But
yeah, because that's really the only reason I keep doing it. I love doing this, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes life gets in the way, and it's hard to be creative or be on. When you're supposed to be on. Excuse me. Listen, y'all gonna hear a lot of that coughing. That's the last little bit. I think. I hope the damn coughing, so just bear with me. But yeah, we've come full circle. YouTube and the podcast. It's really the analytics. Because if you know how you're doing and you know that people are listening and you're getting feedback, that's huge. When you're doing something creative like this, you want some feedback. You want to know if it's something that somebody enjoys listening to. So the analytics, and Red's real big on that. He keeps all of us here at CWPR informed on what was it. We're listened to mostly in the middle of the month between like 6 and 10 or something like that.
Yeah,
it was something like that.
Yeah,
but we've come a long way from being only popular in Bangladesh.
Yeah, for a long time we were strictly Bangladesh's #1 comedy podcast for a long time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they sent some sort of trophy or an award or a certificate or something like that. I think they sent it to the corporate office, but. Yeah, I think that was our first podcast award. Bangladesh's #1 podcast.
Yeah, I feel like David Hasselhoff in Germany. You know what I mean? Like, David Hasselhoff is huge in Germany. And we are huge in Bangladesh, I guess. We used to be. I don't know. I haven't checked lately, but, we've been Bangladesh's #1 podcast, comedy podcast, for quite some time now. So
yeah, I'm going to have to get a Bangladesh t-shirt.
Right.
The analytics and everything, that's what... helps me to keep going, just knowing that people are watching and listening. Yeah,
I still find it hard to believe that people actually listen to this show, man.
Well, I wonder if it's because we talk about it so they don't have to.
That's probably it. They don't have to talk about it anymore, so they just listen to us talk about it. You know. Well, you know what? I don't even have to talk about that anymore because Paycheck and Red just did. So, I mean, here it is in a nutshell, dude. Like, we have literally came from recording on our phones through the speakers, through the microphones of our phones, shitty quality, shitty audio. The whole thing was terrible. To gradually evolving and buying a little bit of equipment and getting a little bit better. The audio quality still wasn't quite where we wanted to be. You know, even to this day, 4 years or 2 years later, we still struggle with it a little bit, but we work the bugs out of it every week. Nothing's perfect. We try to keep this as real and as raw as possible, so when we fuck up, you hear it. When we don't fuck up, you also hear it. So, I mean, in 2 years, dude, in 4 seasons, I believe this show has come leaps and bounds from where it used to be. You know what I mean? As far as quality content and the whole 9 yards, like, I feel like we finally have dialed everything in. You know, we always have mic issues. Technology's a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Sometimes things don't work the way we want to, but we work around it, of course. You know, we're not making excuses for anything. You get what you get with Paycheck and Red. You know, I mean, that's all there is to it. But, you know, I feel like we finally got out on an even keel, and we're killing it right now.
Now we have this new thing. Welcome to Peckersville. That's pretty awesome. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming up on the next and last season.
Yeah, we've been giving the people little skits of Welcome to Peckersville, something we started a few episodes ago. You know, we follow around Sheriff Mike Litorus and investigative reporter Stevie Stevenson. They get into a little bit of shenanigans around town in Peckersville. They're interviewing sex shop owners. You know, they're busting aliens in Peckersville. You know, they're kind of like just a really rudimentary version of Batman and Robin, kind of.
Ooh, I like that. Good comparison.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's well, I'm trying to think, like, figure out how to put it. Like, the Sheriff and Stevie are, you know, like Batman and Robin, just a dumbed down version of it, pretty much. But they go around town and they investigate, they look into shit, they do ride-arounds, and, you know, just a day in the life of Sheriff Mike Litorus and Stevie Stevenson, really. You know, but we give everybody little excerpts, little skits of what we're doing, and the next episode you guys will hear after this one will be the full entire episode of all the skits put together. You know, we're going to put it all together, make one complete show, one complete episode out of it. So in season 5, expect big things from Welcome to Peckersville and CWPR and Paycheck and Red and all that. We're going to be, I didn't want to say nothing till it happened, but we're trying to start up a Patreon for Welcome to Peckersville, and it takes a lot to edit that show, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of skills by a lot of people to put it all together. So be looking for that Welcome to Peckersville Paycheck and Red Patreon account.
Yeah, and if y'all are listening to us on a podcast platform, go find us on YouTube. Graphics. These characters have faces. You can put the name with the faces, and we're looking into getting it animated. So big things are coming up. I'm pinky out over here already. Pinky out.
Yeah, I've already started picking out my private jet, man.
Well, come pick me up.
Oh, yeah.
Another episode. Until next time, Peckerheads.
Previously on Welcome to Peckersville.
Sheriff?
This is Agent Smith. Roger?
No, sir. This is the Sheriff's Department, and I am Sheriff Mike Litorus. What's the last name of this here Roger feller you're looking for? I'll get Miss Murtis to run it through the NCIC database.
Be alert. We have found the 8 brown aliens from Mexico, and they're headed to the Ace Hardware in town. Thought you may like to know, and come along since you've been involved since the beginning.
Well, can I bring Bessie? She's just been itching for some action.
Affirmative, Sheriff. 1500 Ace Hardware.
Oh, I'll be there. You bet your sweet ass I'll be there. Turns out I was right, Stevie. Brown aliens landed in Mexico and now they're up here.
I don't remember you ever saying that they were brown, Sheriff.
Well, I can't do it all by my damn self, Stevie.
No, you can't, Sheriff. No, you can't.
We gotta go meet the Border Patrol bigwigs at the Ace Hardware downtown.
I'm in, Sheriff.
The sheriff and Stevie are on their way to Ace Hardware in the patrol car.
Can we stop at Starbucks, Sheriff?
Well, we ain't got time for no fruity Starbuck drink, Stevie. We're on our way to the biggest bust in Peckersville history. We're gonna be apprehending 8 extraterrestrials at the Ace Hardware right here in town.
Shouldn't I have a gun or something?
Oh, I'll be doing all the shooting, little buddy. You just stand behind me.
Well, that sucks.
The sheriff and Stevie arrive at Ace Hardware.
Agent Smith, what in tarnation is going on here?
Yeah, Agent Smith, what's going on here?
Hush, Stevie.
These are the 8 aliens we've been looking for.
Shit, Agent Smith, those ain't no aliens. Them's just Mexicans.
Thanks for all the help, Sheriff. I'll be in contact.
The sheriff and Stevie get back in the patrol car.
I'm confused, Sheriff. Was that the aliens we were looking for?
They are indeed, Stevie. They must be taking human form or something and been walking around here amongst us. Agent Smith is pretty damn good at what he does, Stevie.
If you say so, Sheriff.
Make sure to check out Paycheck and Red wherever you listen to podcasts, and leave us 5 stars and a review. Follow Paycheck and Red on Facebook and Twitter at Paycheck and Red. And if you're watching the show on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon to stay up to date on new videos weekly.